Hey everyone, welcome back. So today we're going to do a deep dive on this rising artist, Dulaxi. His debut EP, 4M Losses, 2 Leisures. People are really paying attention to it.
Yeah.
We're going to figure out why.
Yeah, and it's interesting because we have a music review. We'll look at that and some things from Dulaxi's Instagram. 2 perspectives on this journey he's taking us on.
Yeah, I love that, and I think it'll be super interesting. So Dulaxi is from Dallas, Texas, and the review really emphasizes that his music, it's not about trends, it's about reflecting his real life.
Yeah, and the title 4M Losses, 2 Leisures, it just becomes so powerful. It's like turning those challenges into something positive, like a transformation, but with music.
Exactly. So the EP came out on December 20, 2024. Recorded in one take at ZPV Studios. He worked with wavy bands on it. But an entire EP in one take.
Right.
It's pretty much unheard of.
It is, especially for hip-hop. And the reviewer points that out. They're saying it shows Dulaxi's commitment to keeping it real. No studio tricks, just pure emotion. He's really putting himself out there.
Yeah.
And that resonates with people.
Yeah, definitely the review calls it a sonic journey, showcasing Numbmax's life. And they point out 2 tracks in particular. We'll focus on those. Icewood and Blockhot. Let's start with Icewood. It's the first track.
All right, Icewood. This one's interesting. It's just over a minute long, but it creates this whole mood in that short time. The reviewer talks about the simple beat, but it's powerful and a really unique melody.
Yeah, they say it's delicate and almost eerie. It's not your typical hip-hop intro. You get the feeling right away it's something different.
Right, and Mac's vocal style in Icewood, it's described as assured and contemplative. He's letting each word really sink in, you know? It's deliberate, not rushed.
I love that they picked up on that. It's almost like spoken word over this atmospheric beat.
And the review points out that Icewood sets the stage for the rest of the EP. Like, it introduces the themes of loss and reflection that are carried through the other tracks.
Yeah, and they point out the vocal sampling, the slow hip-hop rhythm, and the fact that it's so short but impactful.
Right. It's about creating a mood and drawing you in. Now should we move on to Blockhot? It's the 3rd track, and it goes in a very different direction.
Let's do it. The reviewer calls it a showcase of authentic and unrefined Southern hip-hop spirit. You could definitely feel that influence.
Yeah. And sonically, it's a big contrast to Icewood. The review mentions the impactful drums, sparse melody, and they talk about the use of synth samples to create that sense of urgency.
It's like a totally different energy, right? Icewood was introspective, and Blockhot is like, all right, let's go.
Exactly. Yeah. The reviewer even uses words like urgency and tension to describe it.
And they talk about how well-produced Blockhot is.
Yeah.
The balanced mix, how Numbmax's vocals cut through. It's clear and powerful.
Yeah, and they highlight how, even with that aggressive energy, the track still stays true to Numbmax's style.
Yeah, which speaks to the overall message of the EP, right? Like taking the losses, the challenges, and turning them into something positive.
Absolutely. And the reviewer's takeaway is that this EP, it's more than just a debut. It's a statement. It's him saying, this is me, and showing us what he's capable of.
It's so inspiring to see an artist come out of the gate with such a strong sense of self.
Yeah, and it's encouraging to see that honesty and vulnerability being celebrated, especially in hip-hop, where that bravado can sometimes overshadow those quieter emotions.
Totally. And speaking of showcasing his talents, the review mentioned some upcoming performances from Mac. Apparently he's known for having a dynamic stage presence. I'm curious to see those tracks live.
Me too.
And for anyone who wants more, we've got a link to his Instagram in the show notes.
Perfect. It's a great way to connect with him and see what he's about beyond the music.
Yeah, it's like a VIP pass to his journey. And for those of you like me, always hungry for more, his Instagram has snippets of unreleased music and collaborations.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so it's great to stay in the loop and discover more of his sound.
Yeah, and as we wrap this up, I'm curious, what did you think?
Yeah, what resonated with you?
Was it the sonic journey of the EP, the rawness of his lyrics, or maybe the message of turning those losses into leisure?
We'd love to hear your thoughts and how this music connected with you.
And a huge shout out to Dulaxi for sponsoring this. We couldn't do it without you.
Definitely. Their support helps us bring you these deep dives.
So until next time, keep those ears open for new sounds and those minds open to new perspectives.
That's what makes these deep dives so rewarding. You uncover hidden gems like Mac and appreciate the artistry.
Yeah, it's about going deeper than just the surface and connecting with the heart of it.
Exactly. And I feel like we're going to hear a lot more from him. He's one to watch.
Absolutely. He's got the talent and the authenticity and the drive to stand out.
Yeah, and I think his message of turning losses into leisure, it's something we can all relate to.
It's a good reminder that even with challenges, we can find beauty and joy and grow.
Well said. And a huge thanks to Dulaxi for sponsoring this episode. It makes these deep dives possible.
And to our listeners, thank you for joining us on this journey into Dulax's world and his debut EP.
We hope you enjoyed exploring his music as much as we did.
Until next time, keep listening for new sounds and stay open to new ideas.
Stay curious and keep diving deep.